What is going on, guys? It is draft day. Today we decide who Miami is getting in the NFL draft. I am extremely excited. I have not made any videos this offseason, but a lot has gone on. To start, we lost a lot of good players this offseason. We lost Ndamukong Suh, who we decided to cut. Cap casualty. Saved a good chunk of money, and we used that pretty well. But he is gone. We let Jarvis Landry go and we franchise tagged him and then traded him to the Cleveland Browns for like a 4th round pick. But so this jersey behind me, my only jersey, retro Jarvis Landry jersey, he is now a Cleveland Brown, and it did not end very well with him. He's not happy with Miami. He said he's never planning on coming back. Yeah, it sucks. My favorite player left, but he did get $15.5 million a year, and he got something $45 million guaranteed or something. So he is one of the highest paid NFL wide receivers, and I did not think he was deserving of that. So I'm not overly angry that we let him go, but we also lost Jarvis Landry, we lost Ndamukong Suh, we lost Mike Pouncey. We cut Mike Pouncey. He ended up on the San Diego Chargers. Ndamukong Suh ended up on the Rams. So Ndamukong Suh next to Aaron Donald, guys. That's going to be freaking crazy. But Mike Pouncey ended up on the San Diego Chargers. I am glad he's gone. He was an overpaid, underperforming center. I loved Mike Pouncey when he was young and healthy. And he continuously got hurt, and he has hip problems, and he's gone now. So I'm not overly angry about that. Kind of glad that he's gone. But we went ahead and signed a lot of players too. We actually traded for Robert Quinn, and we have Robert Quinn now. We got Albert Wilson in free agency, who was a wide receiver for the Chiefs. He's young and upcoming, and he's very fast, but he is very, very good at the same kind of things that Jarvis Landry is good at, but he's a lot faster than Jarvis Landry. So we'll see how he fills the shoes of Jarvis Landry. We also got in Danny Amendola from the New England Patriots, and he's going to be the leader in the wide receiver room, which is full of young guys. I wasn't overly happy about the signing, but he is going to help in other ways besides just the field. Pretty happy about that. So overall, Miami has made good offseason moves. I'm pretty happy. The biggest offseason move is going to be that Ryan Tannehill is healthy. This whole offseason, people have been talking about we need to replace Ryan Tannehill in this draft or sign people or whatever. I am super excited that Ryan Tannehill is coming back. It's been a year and a half since he's played, but when he was last playing, he was very good. I'm excited to see how much he's learned and how much he's improved in the time that he's been off the field. Now, to get back to the draft, like I said, it's a very quarterback-heavy draft. We have 4 that are probably going to be picked before Miami. Miami ended this season with 6 wins, and we are picking at 11, which is perfect because I think that there are 4 quarterbacks and there are 7 elite defenders. So we should be able to get one of the elite defenders. But back to the quarterbacks, we have Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma. Miami fans have been enamored with him all offseason. They really, really want Baker Mayfield. We have Josh Allen, a kid from Wyoming, Josh Rosen from UCLA, and Sam Darnold from USC. Now, Sam Darnold's pretty much the only one of these guys that has been seen to be or known to be an elite quarterback since the previous year. Baker Mayfield kind of came out of nowhere. Josh Rosen was known but wasn't put up to the level that Sam Darnold was, and Josh Allen was known, but again, not as much as Sam Darnold. Today, we have the Browns picking 1, the Giants picking 2. We have the Browns, Giants. The Jets traded up from 6 with the Indianapolis Colts, and the Jets pick 3. And then we have the Browns again at 4. Then we have Broncos at 5. We have the Colts at 6. I think the Tampa Bay is at 7. Bears are 8. 49ers are 9. Raiders are 10. And we are 11. Now, the Bills traded up from the 20s and they have an extra second round pick or first round pick, and they are at 12 now, right behind Miami. So we have the Browns that are going to need a quarterback. We have the Giants that might take a quarterback. We have the Jets that are definitely taking a quarterback. Then we have the Browns again. Then we have the Broncos might take a quarterback. But the bigger name is the Bills are probably trading up ahead of Miami somewhere to take a quarterback. You also have teams like Arizona. Carson Palmer retired. You have teams. The Patriots have 2 first-round draft picks because they traded Brandon Cooks to the Rams, and they got the Rams' first-round draft pick. So they might even come after a quarterback because Tom Brady's getting pretty close to being done. Anyway, the draft is in less than an hour now, and I wanted to make a video beforehand with ideas about who I want or who I'd be happy with getting, and on the flip side, those that I do not want and those that I would be angry with getting. So let's go with the negative first, get that out of the way. If Miami stays at 11, I would kind of be upset if we drafted Deron Payne or Vita Vea or those rumors of a corner outside of Denzel Ward. We also could take one of the quarterbacks if they fall. And if that is Josh Allen, I would be very pissed. I'll go into him a little bit when I talk more about the quarterbacks. But if we trade down, I'll be kind of upset. I am very pleased with where we are. Like I said, I think there are 4 quarterbacks going. And I think that there are 7 elite defenders. That puts Miami at 11. I'm sure one of these 7 elite defenders will be available to us, and I want one of them. So if we trade back, I would be a little upset. If we trade up for anybody other than the quarterback, I will kind of be upset. Now, for things that I would be really happy with, the top 3 players in this draft that I want for Miami at pick 11 are Minkah Fitzpatrick. He plays safety, slot corner. He's kind of a do-it-all kind of guy. He was from Alabama. He's been known as Saban's son. He is a very good, high-character leader type of player. His off the field is just as good as on the field, and I'm very excited for the versatility he would bring us. We did not like what T.J. McDonald offered us last year at safety, and I think that if you bring in a guy that can play for a little bit more free safety, play deep, which Minkah Fitzpatrick can do, you can allow T.J. and Rashad to play a little bit closer to the line, which they are both good at. My next player is Derwin James. He plays safety as well, and he played for Florida State. He's a little bit less of a free safety, kind of more like a Rashad Jones type, but he's super athletic, and he can cover pretty well too. Again, he would allow us to play a little bit more versatile in the secondary, and I would be very, very happy with him. His potential is through the roof. He is an excellent athlete. The third guy that I would really be happy with is Roquan Smith. He's a linebacker that played at Georgia. He is a very, very fast linebacker. He's a weak side guy that chases down the play from all over the field. He's everywhere. The dude is legit instinctive and legit athlete. He's a very solid tackler. I heard that he did not miss a single tackle in college this past year. Not one missed tackle. He can get gobbled up a little bit by blocks, but if you can keep him free, he's going to be an elite linebacker in the NFL. I am very excited for that because we need people who can cover. In the middle of the field with Kiko Alonso, he's trash, and Lawrence Timmons was trash last year. Roquan Smith could definitely improve the speed of our defense and be able to cover the linebackers and running backs out of the backfield. So those are the top 3 guys I want. I would also be very happy if we got Baker Mayfield or Josh Rosen, 2 of the quarterbacks. I don't think either one of them falls to Miami. I would also be happy with Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward's an Ohio State corner. Tremaine Edmonds is a linebacker from Virginia Tech. He's a little bit bigger and more of a middle linebacker type, but he's super duper athletic. Some people say he has the highest potential in the draft. He's only 19 years old. I would also be very, 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 very happy if we got Saquon Barkley, Quentin Nelson, or Bradley Chubb. Saquon Barkley's a hot name. He'll probably be the first non-quarterback taken. He's a running back that played at Penn State. Uber athlete. Super strong, super fast. Can catch. He jukes people out of the gym. He's like a Reggie Bush mixed with an Adrian Peterson. Yeah, he's like that. Very, very good running back. Then you have Quentin Nelson, who maybe the best offensive lineman prospect to come out in a long time. He's a guard, but he is still very, very, very good. Also, Bradley Chubb is a defensive end that played at NC State, and he is a very good defensive end. Now, I wouldn't say he's quite as good as Myles Garrett was last year, but he is a very, very solid defensive end, number 1 defensive end on the board for sure. Now, I think Quentin Nelson, Bradley Chubb, and Saquon Barkley are going to go off the board before Miami. I'm almost certain of it. So we're going to end up probably getting one of the 4 defenders, because I do believe the 4 quarterbacks are going to go before Miami as well. I think we're going to get either Tremaine Edmonds, Roquan Smith, Derwin James, or Minkah Fitzpatrick. That is what I think, and I would be happy with any of those 4, with Tremaine Edmonds being the least of the 4, though. I think if I was going to do a predictive mock draft really quickly on the fly for picks just before Miami and Miami's pick, I would go, I'm hearing a lot about Baker Mayfield going to the Browns, which I am very happy with, because then the Jets can't get him at 3. Baker Mayfield is one of my top quarterbacks. I have him above, personally, I have him above Darnold and above Josh Allen. I do think that the Giants are in love with Sam Darnold. I think they go Sam Darnold number 2. And then 3, the Jets, I think they go Josh Rosen, quarterback, which scares me a little bit because I do have faith that he'll be good, but he does have issues of his own, which all these quarterbacks do. Then you have Cleveland again. I think they take Saquon Barkley. You have the Broncos. I think they trade out of number 5 to the Bills. The Bills are going to come forward, and they're going to take Josh Allen. Then at 6, you have the Colts. I think they'd take Bradley Chubb. It's a defensive end, and he's very good. I think he'd be a perfect fit for them. Then you have the Bears, and the Bears are probably going to go one of the linebackers. I'm hoping Tremaine Edmonds. But they could very well go Roquan Smith. I'm going to go with Tremaine Edmonds, though. Then at 9, you have the 49ers, and they very well could trade out of this spot. But I think they're going to go Roquan Smith, and that's a good pick for them. Reuben Foster this offseason's been in trouble, and today there's news that he was charged with domestic violence on his girlfriend, and it was bad. It looked bad. Everything was bad. But today his ex-girlfriend came out and said she was faking it and lying. So maybe there's not as big of a deal about linebacker as there was before, but it's so late in the process, I don't think they're going to change anything without knowing more information. I do think they go linebacker, and I think they go with Roquan Smith. Now that's both linebackers off the board for Miami. Did I skip Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay was supposed to go 7, weren't they? Tampa Bay is going to go Derwin James, by the way. That's what's going to happen. Then the 49ers, I said they go Roquan at 10. Oakland, they already have a safety. I think they might go Denzel Ward, which is a corner. And then I think Miami is going to end up with my boy, Minkah Fitzpatrick. All right, guys, the draft's coming up soon. I kind of got to get off and I'm going to start watching more stuff. And we'll do a video later today with my reaction to the pick. Let's go, fins up.